What is going on, everybody? My name is Sky, Eeveelution here, and today I'm coming to you guys with episode 1 of an Eeveelution guide. This episode, we are going over the flame Pokemon, Flareon. Now, for Flareon, we are going to be talking about competitive here, and if I'm being completely honest, Flareon is the worst Eeveelution, in my opinion. Now, we're going to go over that in just a little bit. So, as for making a build, as we can see from Flareon stats here, Flareon has a 65 base HP, a 130 attack, which is pretty good, 60 defense, 95 special attack, which is okay, that's tolerable, a 110 special defense, which is interesting because when I was doing research for this video, I found out Diamond and Pearl and earlier, well, as long as this move has been possible, Flareon used to be a specially defensive wish supporter, which will now not hold up in that meta, but I was quite intrigued to read about that. I will bring over one of those builds right now just so you can see what I'm talking about. Now keep in mind that there is some stuff about this build, that you can't use anymore, but we'll still bring it over here just so you can see it. This was apparently a especially defensive build that used to be used in Ruby Sapphire. The Diamond and Pearl set I think is no different. No, not really. Anyway, so for Flareon, it really suffers from a couple of different things. Number one, its speed stat. Its speed stat is really, this is not going to keep up with most of the meta. Now, if you want to say, well, not everything needs to keep up or be faster to be good, that's fine, but you take in consideration of its base 60 defenses. So something like Landorus Baron comes out, you're going to get outsped one shot. Garchomp, easy KO. Now, I know I'm throwing in ground types, but I'm just using them as examples. Electric types, a fast Zeraora, demolished. Unless you're using this Flareon, you get really cheeky. You can predict a Fire Punch, then you got Flash Fire, which is okay, but still, assuming that it's a Choice Band Zeraora, you're still going to get a Plasma Fist next turn. But Flareon does have a couple of different builds here, as you can see, that do work in different ways. This first set is supposed to be an all-attacker. So you got Flareon, you got it holding a Choice Band because its prominent version of attacking is its attack stat here with 130. You get Flash Fire, so predicting fire type abilities as well as giving you a fire type immunity. So if you're fighting something like Rotom Wash or anything like that, you can predict a Will-O-Wisp, or even fighting Heatran to a lesser extent might be okay to have on your team. Why not? Then you go into its moves. I suggest Flare Blitz, so that's your fire stab. You get Superpower, that'll help you out with rock types. Return, I've seen this run on Flareon. If you have a Flareon with max happiness and a Choice Band, if you can get some good predictions in there, or you're faster than your opponent, this can get off some pretty good damage. And Quick Attack is for priority. So let's say Flareon comes out on the field and you're put in front of a low HP, non-defensive water type, or anything that that you're slower than. You get the base 40 power from Quick Attack, priority, and it also gets a buff of 1.5 due to the Choice Band. As for a stupid eBay ad, which should go away, the Nature, I suggest Adamant for that little bit of extra attack boost with 252 speed, just giving, helping Flareon. If you can make it faster, just do it. I know I'm going to be saying that a lot about Flareon, and it really makes me aggravated about it. And of course, giving it an attack bonus with a little bit of a defense bonus of the +4. Now, with Flareon, it does suffer from one thing, and that's poor move pool syndrome, or poor stab move pool syndrome, as we like to call it. If you look at Flareon's move pool, and we look at fire moves, Flare Blitz, okay, physical, that's 1. Flame Charge, that's 2. Flare Blitz, that's 3. Well, what else we got? Flamethrower, that's special. Got Fire Blast, that's special. All these other special moves. Overheat, special. Lava Plume, special. Will-O-Wisp is a move that you could usually put on it. I know it gets another one. Fire Spin, that's special. Ember, that's special. Hidden Power Fire, that's special. Incinerate, that's special. Sunny Day, that's a status move. Anyway, so my point being is, if you're looking at this move pool, Flareon gets a lot of special attacking fire moves. So why is it that its attack is its prominent stat and not its special attack stat? This is a real bummer that Flareon has. So it's like, if this special attack stat was flopped with its attack stat, you could give Flareon, you know, some of those special attacking moves. Like, it gets Fire Blast, and you'd be in pretty good shape. So if you're fighting with that, you can give it a Choice Scarf, make it fast. You could give it Choice Specs, boosting that power. But then again, even if you're running modest specs with special attack investment, you're still not getting as much power as you would get if you were running a physical set like this one here. It's just super aggravating. Now, Flareon's hidden ability, Guts, it does have a set here, and this is a very situational set where you're relying on a lot of things. You're relying on your predictions, and you're relying on your own skill to get some serious damage done with this one. Guts, if this Pokemon is status, its attack is 1.5, ignores burn or having physical damage. So with Flareon, it is a fire type. What am I going on about? So you can't burn Flareon because it's a fire type, so you can't burn it. Ironically, you can freeze a fire type, but we're not even going to go there. So if you can do this combination, it's like giving it a choice band, except you take damage after every turn and you're not locked into one move. With a choice band, you're locked into one move, and you get the power bonus. That's fine. But with this, you have to run Protect so you can guarantee that Toxic Orb to get off. But if your opponent can figure out that this is a Guts Toxic Orb set, they're going to make an easy switch into like Gliscor, Lando T, or some other things that will just wall Flareon off, which will activate the Toxic, not all in all, but you don't really have a way of taking care of these threats unless you want to risk a Facade, which is not going to do a whole lot of damage against most threats that Flareon's going to come across, especially Lando T giving Flareon a -1 in attack. It really suffers from this. So, going over the build here, so as I said, that this is like an equivalent of a choice band. If I remember right, there's the same exact amount of 1.5 and 1.5, so it was right. They're the same exact. But you have to run Protect. And then Facade. Power doubles if the user is burned, poisoned, or paralyzed. Base power 1 or base power 70. So that doubles and gets a 1.5 power bonus. So this will hit pretty hard against a lot of threats. But unfortunately, it doesn't get Stab, and it is a normal type move. So you're relying off of quite a few different things, relying on good predictions and stuff like that to make this work. Flare Blitz, that's your fire stat, plus 1.5. But the risk to running Flare Blitz is it has 33% recoil and a 10% chance to burn. Thaws user. That's fine. So 33% recoil on top of being poisoned, it's not really something you want. But if you can hit your target, you're going to hit it really hard. and Quick Attack is your priority. Now, out of these two sets, I'd go with the Choice Band. Flareon does not have the best health at base 65. Poisoning it, and then 33% recoil damage from Flare Blitz. You're not gonna last real long there, bud. So, the moral of what's going on here is Flareon is what I like to call a glass cannon, where if you can hit, you hit very hard, but Flareon itself does not want to be hit. Alright, I just had a total mind blank. I don't think I have any teams set up with Flareon around it. I don't think so. Oh, I don't. Oh well. So... Wow. I've been talking all this time and I had a total brain fart. Good job, me. So I guess, all in all, that is my recommendations for how to run Flareon. Next episode will be Vaporeon. And Vaporeon's a much better evolution. Most of them are better. But I will see you all in the next episode. My name is In the Sky, or Eeveelution, and I hope you found this guide helpful for how to build your Flareon. Have a good day, everyone.